Greetings, Divine Radiance. How are you today? So, I just finished my walk. I did squats each time I got to the top of the hill. I feel absolutely amazing. It's not raining today. It's actually quite warm and the sun is out. But I was led to come speak to you. And by the way, I'm Nahkila of AshworthScott Life Sculpting. I'm a divine interpreter, psychic life coach, and mentor, assisting you with activating the divinity and wisdom within your soul so that you are empowered to create and live an abundant life. If you are not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and look up AshworthScott Life Sculpting on YouTube and subscribe. Also, on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, if you're watching this today, it's Wednesday, I go live on YouTube at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time for Wednesday Live and Power Hour. And then I follow with $20 per question mini reads. You can also get a general reading for $20 as well. So now that we've got that out of the way, how are you? How are you feeling today? Are you moving? Are you busting up that stagnant energy? If not, what are you waiting for? Get moving. As I was walking up this hill multiple times, I was chanting coming up, and I was chanting a different chant going down. And as I was chanting, I started to receive messages from spirit, and it's amazing. There is so much beauty in nature, and not just aesthetically, but in the clarity you receive as you're just tuned in, right? As you're tuned in, connecting to the elements, connecting to the music that the creatures of the air, the creatures of the earth make, right? It's beautiful. So anyways, I'd like to talk to you for a minute. You got time? Because I'm going to sit here for a little while and chat. So first of all, I am being led to tell you to attach to the happiest feeling, the happiest moment that you have, right? Attached to that. And as you're going through life, if life feels a little tough right now, focus on that, right? Focus on that happy moment. Let that fill your thoughts, right? Because oftentimes when you're in a rut, you're wondering, how can I get out? How can I get out? And it's a little tough to get out of a rut once you're in a rut unless you have a lifeline to pull you out. Those happy moments, those happy feelings, those high vibrational frequencies is your lifeline to pull you out, right? So if you can focus on that, then you release the rut and you're left with the lessons, right? You're left with the growth. You're left with the development, the ascension, the elevation, right? The high vibes and did I say blessings? Yes, more blessings. So here's another thing. Something that comes up often with soul clients is, how do I surrender, right? How do I surrender? Well, surrender, this is something that's not just like a cut and dry, because it's different for each individual. But generally speaking, if I were to sum it up as a general answer, being able to surrender starts with your level of self-love, right? How worthy you feel. Because when you feel worthy, and we've talked about this in Empower Hour, when you feel worthy, then you know that based on your worth, you are deserving of blessings. You are deserving of positive things and experiences and people to enter your life, right? So therefore, it is easy to do the second thing, which is to trust, right? It requires trusting that you will be taken care of, you will be provided for, right? That nothing is too grand or too big or out of your reach, right? And so you combine those things together, and then you take action, you surrender and you take action. So here's the thing, we've been taught that in order for us to receive anything of value, we must be in control. We must be in the act of doing something, right? And yeah, that's true. But the act of doing that something is knowing your worth, trusting, surrendering, and taking action based on the guidance you receive. Also, this journey requires patience. There is no quick fix. I was just speaking to one of my soul clients this morning, and I was explaining, Spirit gives us tasty little bite-sized pieces on this journey, right? Just enough for you to put it in your mouth, taste it, explore what that taste is like, right? Savor that flavor, swallow it, digest it, right? And then look up 424, by the way, the angel number 424. And then after we've done that, right? The poop is the blessings, right? As a result of what we just digested, we poop out blessings. There we go. There's our pretty little blessing, right? And then Spirit will give us another bite-sized chunk. And the process happens again and again. Now, the quickness, the swiftness, the speed of this process depends on you, right? Are you questioning, like, why is it taking so long? Why does it feel this way? Why is it happening this way? Are you resisting surrender? right? Surrendering to the process, right? Are you resisting surrendering to divine timing? If so, Spirit is saying, okay, go ahead and chew that a little more, because in that first chunk is the lesson of patience. It's the lesson of surrender, right? And when you get that, then comes your next step, right? And the less resistance you have, the quicker you digest, the quicker you poop out your blessings, the quicker you get your next bite, right? And then after you've eaten these little chunks, these little sweet morsels of knowledge and ascending, right? Then you get full. Oh, you're so full. You're so full of all this wisdom, all this knowledge, right? All this information, all these blessings. And then you experience a pause. Ascension symptoms sometimes occur at that point. Things feel a little out of whack energetically. What's happening, and we talked about this in Tuesday Tips and Tools, what's happening is your physical self is getting acclimated with all this spiritual, emotional, and mental growth you've just experienced. So Spirit puts you on pause. Now, it may feel like things have stopped or slowed down a whole lot all the way to a stop, or there's nothing happening, but in reality, what's happening is your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your divine spirit team of light and love, they're still working on your behalf. Things are still moving. The quickness of how you get out or when and what you receive at this point is up to you, right? You listen to your body. You listen to the messages. You do based on feeling, not based on thought, right? And then when you get out of that, then there you go again with the morsel, Spirit feeding you those delicious bite-sized pieces. And then you begin to get in a rhythm. You look forward to these meals. You look forward to that ascension process, that's those symptoms that come, because you know what's coming next. Bam, I'm at the next level. It's pretty awesome from the top, right? Each top, it's awesome. It gets better and better. So now let me go ahead and take my time eating these morsels. I trust, I know it's going to taste good. I don't know what Spirit feed me today, but what I do know is I'm going to love it. I do know is it's going to fill me with that good old soul food, right? So I'm excited. I'm sitting at the table, bouncing the fork on the table like, feed me, right? And so this is the process. This is the process. So the first thing is to start, right? And you're able to surrender and do these steps with ease and grace when you heal, right? Like I was telling my soul client this morning, I wasn't born like this. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we are born in our divinity, right? But from the moment we're born, we're being programmed to be outside of that divinity, right? We're being programmed to be so connected to our human self that we forget that we're also a spirit self as well, right? But it took me healing, releasing, deprogramming, right? To get to where I am. And we can all get there, but the first step is healing. If you've been on the fence, or if you are at a point where you're like, you know what, I've done all that I can, and now it's time for me to receive assistance, let's do it. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. If you do the work, when Spirit guides me on how to guide you, if you do the steps, I guarantee results. But you must do the steps. And there's no smack it up, flip it, rub it down, and remix it. You do it exactly as Spirit gives it, right? If you do that, everything unfolds beautifully, right? And next thing you know, you sitting in your purpose, you basking in your blessings, and you're teaching others how to do the same. And this is how we not only create the shift for ourselves, but this is how we create the shift for the collective consciousness. It takes a village, but it takes one person taking one step, making one move towards self, right? Towards self. So that's the message I have for you today. I'm sweating up a storm. It was a storm yesterday, y'all. Oh, wait, what day was that? That wasn't yesterday. That was Monday. Whew, that was Monday, but I feel great. And look up 929, the angel number 929. Well, you know, I don't know what time it is. I didn't even look at the time when I sat down to record this with you. Why? Because I trust. And I know that everything happens according to divine timing. And although we'll be doing Wednesday Live and Power Hour today, I know that I'm right on time. So me taking this moment to share with you and to connect with you is not going to make me late because, you know, Spirit's got me, and Spirit's got you. So yeah, if you're interested in working together, or you've been getting the prompting from Spirit, or you are ready to work together, to get to work, create that shift, make that change, then guess what? Schedule a consultation. Schedule a consultation. Now, depending on where you're viewing this, if you're viewing it on YouTube, there is a link in the description box of all of the videos. The very first link is for the consultation. If you're looking at this on Facebook, I'm going to share the link with you. Now, if you're looking at it on Instagram, the link to my YouTube channel's in the bio. And as I said, the link to the consultation is in the description of every video. Now, I recently created a TikTok. It's total inspiration stuff, and sometimes my sense of humor comes out in life, so eventually you may see that side on TikTok too, right? So if you're on TikTok, go ahead and look for AshworthScott Life Sculpting on YouTube and subscribe, and click the link in the description box. I thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. I thank you for being you. I thank you for agreeing to being born, incarnating in this lifetime. And I thank you for all that you do to make this world better, right? Don't minimize what you do to make it better. Today on my walk, there was a beetle on the path, right? And I walked past it because, I'm chanting. I'm in my zone. When I come back up, I was like, oh, why didn't I move it out of the path? Somebody might step on it. And so when I came back up, there it was. And Spirit said, here's your chance. So I got a little stick and moved it on out the way, right? Little stuff like that. It makes the world better, It makes the world better. The reason being is because of the vibration, that frequency of love that was just put out, right? That frequency of love adds to the vibrational frequency of the collective, right? Just like low vibrating frequencies add to the overall feeling of the collective, so do love vibrations, right? So if you're sending out love in any way, shape, or form, if you see a stranger and you smile, right? And you smile, that's a way that you're making the world better. So acknowledge that. I'm grateful for you, so you be grateful for you, okay? And thank you again for allowing me to serve you. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance, and I'm looking forward to connecting for that consultation. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you for Wednesday Live and Power Hour. All right, I'll talk to you soon.